And we're live.
Welcome to Freedom for All. I'm your girl Meg. I'm back with another webisode bringing you all the deets on individuals that are fighting for freedom around the globe. Know that at the Leon Block, one of our sole purposes to shed light into a dark world that others feel too uncomfortable to talk about. We are here to get uncomfortable to elevate to our larger realm of consciousness. If we aren't in the know, we can't demand change appropriately. We must be clear, competent, committed, and connected to our base and community, and that's exactly what we're here to do. We're on a mission to bridge the gap between our community resources available and our communities that need those resources the most, whether that be in our backyard or in yours. That is our purpose, to be the bridge. We could not do what we do without your donations and support. Our payment options are scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And don't forget to set your notifications to know when we're live, like, and subscribe to view more of your favorite social injustice freedom fighter. So without further ado, greetings and good vibes, everybody. Happy Saturday, wherever you are in the world. This webisode, we're going to talk about Alabama state prisons and Rikers Island, where conditions have been deplorable since forever. Now, attention is being brought to the masses, and we have some footage we want to go over with you all. And now to keep in mind, this is a violation of these inmates' constitutional rights, the 8th and 14th Amendment. And it's a no-brainer that no human being or animal should be held for hours upon hours in their own feces. Yes, y'all. Even incarcerated, they have rights that are to be upheld. This should be common sense. However, folks that are ill-informed or blind to the facts have no idea what is going on. So this person is Castillo Vaughn. He is a 32-year-old male. And if you give me 1 second, we have pulled up some information on him regarding his conditions. He needs to be hospitalized. He has been imprisoned in Alabama for a burglary charge, and I believe it was home invasions. And instead of, for Pennsylvania, the laws are, a 5 to 10 year minimum sentence. In Alabama, with it being Alabama, they are at a 20-year sentence. So he's being called by attorneys and people from across the globe. This is from Lee Merritt Esquire, National Civil Rights Attorney, is being retained by Castillo Vaughn to secure emergency medical treatment and investigatable neglect. This man was allegedly, I would say, probably 150 pounds. Now he is down to 75 pounds. There is a problem here, guys. This is not okay. This is so sad and disheartening. We must reach out to the governor of Alabama, and her name's Kay Ivey, and try to make some kind of change, some kind of noise, of what's going on in the world. The Amendment shows that you cannot be held for inhumane conditions or cruel and unusual punishments. The 14th Amendment protects all of the citizens to be protected under law. And many cases are protected under this law. In a nutshell, it's basic human rights. The Eighth Amendment, in simple terms, is the Eighth Amendment explained, which is excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel or unusual punishment. Um, Obviously, with Mr. Vaughn's case, it's cruel and unusual punishment for sure. Just by the time he looks very malnourished. If this is one person that we're sitting here talking about, how many other people are there? There has to be a lot. And then explaining the 14th Amendment, all persons born or naturalized in the United States are subject to jurisdiction of citizens of the United States and the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, which means liberty, life, and prosperity without due process of law, nor deny any person equal protection of the laws, which means they're breaking another one, which would be cruel and unusual punishment. So we have to stand up. Everybody reach out to Governor in Alabama, Kay Ivey. If you could call, the number is 334-605-8572. And that is calling to demand Castillo Vaughn to the hospital now. This cannot be another life lost within the system. Once, these people pass away, sadly, it becomes the biggest cover up you will ever see. From the start to the finish, they will protect, the prisons are for profit. So that means that they will protect their liabilities, which means what happened in jail stays in jail for most of the time. And to keep in mind, Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi have unusually cruel sentences for people of color and for disparities, and they're striking within the Elmore Correctional Facility. Again, this is Castillo Vaughn. He's 32 years old, and this is in Alabama. And we're also going to share links for contacting the governor and Congress people, because politicians voted into office need to be held accountable, y'all. Knowledge is power. And to keep in mind as well, all incarcerated workers at every single prison in Alabama are now on strike as they protest deplorable conditions, inhumane conditions, and human rights violations behind bars. Now, as retaliation, many of the prisons are now starving the men and women, which is illegal and a United States Constitution violation. Pay attention, everybody. This is America. As well, there's been some things that's being said about Rikers Island in New York. We are still trying to figure out for sure what's going on, and we will have information about that later. But they're showing stomach turning conditions. And this is, again, this isn't just at Rikers Island. This isn't just in Alabama. This is in so many states. If you have a story of a loved one incarcerated that their human rights are being defied, please contact us at theleonblock.com or theleonblock@gmail.com, on Facebook, across all social media platforms. We want to hear your story and try to help in as best way possible, because this is not okay. And this is nothing new. New York City, notorious Rikers Island, has always been a conflict because they're putting all of these prisoners on an island for, the inability to pay bail. 16 prisoners died in custody in 2021. I guarantee you the number was more than 16 too. And now they're saying 12 inmates have died in 2022. And what also you guys should be aware of is these prisons are not following their death while in DOC act. That's also a violation. They are supposed to be reporting all of the inmates' deaths. A lot of these states are not hitting people with it, so it's our responsibility to find out what's going on in our city. just the horrendous atmosphere that these people are accustomed to. That's inmates carrying, or that's people carrying unconscious people to the clinic for help. Where's the guards at? You always see a million men in jail. Where are they at now? All we can do is be conscious of what happens in our city, keep your data, keep your information together, and communicate with each other. Now, tune in after this episode for coverage of a rally held in Lancaster, Pennsylvania today, the National Day of Action to End Violence and Genocide on Transgender People. Trans rights and bodily autonomy have been under attack, and we do fight back together in solidarity with them. The rally and protest featuring friends of the show and network Put People First PA. And just to be clear, guys, and understand that the fundamental problem is in the system. Understanding the root of the problem is the system. The only way we have to change it is to bring leaders in and commit to the long haul. We have to connect through community. You, the media, is what helps us grow by donating or sharing the stream. If you want real, raw news, as we all want, we have to do it ourselves. Being informed is important. Without information, true and real information, we are left in the dark and with a weak spot. So we have to change that. All of your support to us means so much. Every like, comment, share, discussion, it means that people want to know what's really going on in the world. It means that people have the solutions and the ideas. People have things to say. And the Leon Block is here to be your platform, your mic, and your voice. The Leon Block Independent Media Group is a grassroots independent media platform by the people seeking to fill the gaps news deserts have created. Left and socialist leaning, we are pro-Black. We cover stories of police brutality, human rights, environmental issues, racism, and more in an in-depth way that the mainstream can't, won't, and doesn't provide. Our mission is to change the way citizens look at media, to embolden everyone to take part in politics and become an integral and active part of their community, to enrich all of our lives and to combat racism, to change the way we experience our lives. Our focus includes police-involved cases and incidents of racism, spirituality, world issues, and environmental issues. Thanks for rocking with us tonight, y'all. And as always, on the path we meditate, to keep being we celebrate, for in spirit we liberate, so we can educate, to guide we must educate. It's been a pleasure, everyone. I hope you enjoyed and was entertained and educated. Have a great night, day, morning, y'all.